Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Gaming with me, Tony Mo, and I'm here today to finally bring you my guide for Legion. Legion is without a doubt a methodical powerhouse of pure fury and firepower. His slow speed offset by his appetite for destruction. A great Legion will make intelligent, on-the-fly decisions that result in big payoffs and a hell of a lot of bullet-ridden Titans. And it all starts with his weapon of choice, the Predator Cannon. Developed by Hammond Robotics to be a true offensive defense weapon platform, this minigun can be locked into two firing modes. Long range mode, which sees a reduction in damage but tightens the weapon's spread, while also adding a layer of magnification to your optics, giving you true precision targeting. Great for long range engagements and sniping pilots. Close range mode offers a higher damage output with a much wider spread, making it ideal for all close quarters engagements and most medium range engagements. It's important as a pilot that you always consider the fight ahead to ensure you're in the best possible mode. Having to switch mid-fight is going to leave you exposed to enemy fire, and it's even going to bring down your gun, which includes your gun shield if it's active. If you absolutely need to toggle modes mid-combat, consider the possibility to find cover before doing so. This is going to help mitigate incoming damage. My advice to you would be to use precision mode for getting early damage on unsuspecting Titans, hitting them at the longest possible range, finding those lines of sight on the map to get off early snipe bursts with precision mode, but then make a conscious effort to close the gap and use close quarters mode to deal out that maximum damage potential. Legion's abilities are focused on enabling him to do more damage, whether you're making a big push on the offense or just trying to hold the line on the defense. And it all starts with the gun shield, which allows him to deploy a small particle shield directly on the Predator Cannon. This becomes a powerful tool for pushing lanes and going head-to-head in gunfights, letting you deal damage while protecting most of Legion's chassis. The power shot lets you fire a burst of rounds to deal some quick additional damage. It's great for just getting more damage on target. It's going to assist you in tearing down Tone's particle wall and even the gun shield of other legions. But most importantly, it can be an outstanding tool for taking out Doom Titans with one last shot, much like a fully charged railgun from North Star, eliminating the opportunity for pilot ejection. The Smart Core is, of course, Legion's core ability, which activates a computer tracking system, allowing his minigun to lock onto targets. It also generates infinite ammo for a small period of time. I find that Smart Core is best deployed when you have a clear line of sight on the enemy, and are also close enough to give chase if they try to break away from the attack. There are plenty of situations where you can engage at long range with the Smart Core, but you have to keep in mind that more often than not, that's going to put you in a situation where the enemy is simply going to be able to break line of sight, meaning that you're not going to get the maximum damage potential out of the full length of the Smart Core ability. So getting in close, finding a way to always have line of sight with the enemy is where you'll see the most damage from the Smart Core. What I like to do, my combo, is to pop your gun shield, dash into the fray, close that distance, get in where you need to be, and then unleash the Smart Core. This is going to help you make big pushes in Titan versus Titan combat, and it's going to let you lead your team in Last Titan Standing. Legion is, without a doubt, one of the most powerful offensive tools when it comes to LTS, and there's a very good reason that I sit on the top of the leaderboard in LTS with exponentially more damage dealt than any other Titan. He is about firepower, and if you use that firepower and you're smart about how you deploy it, you're going to win matches again and again. You're going to shred a lot of metal. Now you want to keep in mind that the Smart Core will also track pilots. This makes it an absolute breeze to cut down ejected pilots after you finish tearing apart their Titan. It's putting salt on the wound, but it feels great, and you should do it often. Let's talk about my personal Legion kit. I am running the turbo engine. Legion has no dash by default. I hate not having a dash. I also find that there's a lot of value in having that one dash to close the gap in those really specific situations. It's great for getting in close to initiate an execution after you've doomed a Titan. It's great for moving out of a high damage situation where you're suddenly finding yourself losing a lot of health really quickly. And it's great for closing the gap to keep a line of sight when utilizing your Smart Core. I'm running enhanced ammo capacity, which adds 40 additional rounds to the Predator Cannon. Trust me, this goes a long way when you're really in the thick of it, which is where Legion operates best. You're going to spend less time reloading and more time dishing out damage. I really don't know that I would ever choose any other kit in this slot. To me, it's 40 extra chances to deal damage, and that's kind of the point of Legion. I am, of course, running the Dome Shield, because you should never operate your Titan without protection. Let's talk about some pro tips. These are more specific scenarios where Legion can excel if you're willing to pay attention. Now, Legion's defense comes from his gun shield and his ability to deal out heavy firepower, both of which come from the front of his chassis. This means that his rear is his primary weak spot. You're going to want to be sure that you cover your rear at all times, or at least consider the constant possibility for a flank depending on where you position yourself. You want to keep your enemies in front of you, where you can deal out damage and protect yourself via that gun shield. Exposing yourself to 360 degrees of enemy contact will result in a quick and, in my opinion, well-deserved death. We've all been there. We all think Legion's just God mode. We roll into the middle of the map. Next thing you know, we're getting hit by 2 tones, a North Star, and we've completely exposed ourselves to a ridiculous level of damage. Don't do that. Be smart about your positioning. Now, that power shot, as we mentioned, is great for taking out Doom Titans, but it's also great for putting Titans into a Doom state, which, in close quarters, can then be followed up with a quick melee to initiate an execution. This is great for taking out those pesky Ronins that thought they were going to rush in with their sword core and shred you to pieces. Pop your gun shield, deal the damage, hit him with the power shot. As soon as you see that Doom state, mash the melee, execute to win. Now, a lot of people will tell you that Legion is the go-to counter for Tone, and I couldn't agree more. Don't ever be afraid to push Tone and that damn particle wall. Pop your gun shield, hit the particle wall with the power shot, watch it get shredded, and then push Tone out of her cover, leaving her exposed to your teammates and, of course, your Predator cannon. The Smart Core may seem like this incredible multi-kill ability, and it is. It's really satisfying to unleash it on a whole team of Titans and get like 3 or 4 kills. But you don't want to be afraid to save yourself and shut down an enemy Titan in those 1v1 situations. If you're facing off, say, against an Ion, and they pop their core, you notice that they're even slightly low health, quickly activate your Smart Core and counter their core ability with serious, hard-hitting, fast damage. You will pretty much always, in a situation like that, be able to shred whatever health and whatever doom state they have left in a matter of seconds, really mitigating the amount of damage that you take from their core ability. And this goes with just about every other Titan. It's a really great way to simply shut down their core. Even if you end up dying, if you do enough to at least kill that Titan and deactivate their core in the process, you get a trade-off. That's one less enemy Titan on the battlefield doing damage to your team, and most of the time, that's going to be a really good trade-off. Now, this is a new segment that I'm going to feature in every single guide moving forward called Battle Buddy. The basic idea here was to pick a Titan that I felt paired really well with Legion, and that I also felt was a lot of fun to pair with Legion. Today, North Star is Legion's battle buddy. The powerful one-shot damage of North Star paired with the powerful damage over time of Legion makes for quite the duo. It's sort of like Heavy Arms and Wing Zero. Grab a buddy, have him hang back as you soak up the damage with your gun shield and host Titans into a Doom state, and let Legion charge up that railgun and make those kill shots. My friend and I ran this the other night, and I honestly have never seen Titans at full health get shredded more quickly. It's an incredible combo if you have someone who's really willing to work with you. Legion, in my opinion, is one of the most rewarding Titans to play right now. Smart tactics, great setups are almost always guaranteed to lead to big payoffs. He has an incredible presence on the battlefield that can send players into a state of disarray and panic, which feels really good. And he is undeniably the king of multi-kills and a true lead-slinging legend. Thank you guys so much for watching. Any questions or concerns, as always, throw them down in the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next one.